Stop it. Stop it. Stop it. Okay. Hey, guys. Welcome to Thursday Night Live. I'm your host, Dr. Rita Louise. It's always really good when your camera craps out and you have to reboot your machine 1 minute to airtime. But I'm here live and in person. And actually, I got to like pull my stuff together because I had a reboot. I don't have what I was going to talk about. Okay. So I just wanted to wish everyone. Oh, hang on. Technical difficulties. This is going to work. Okay, so hopefully you all are still there. You're still there. Okay, thank you. Okay. So welcome to Thursday Night Live. I'm your host, Dr. Rita Louise, and thank you all for tuning into the show today amongst my technical difficulties. So tonight's show is very interesting. So someone had posted a thing. Well, first I want to say Happy Chinese New Year. And Chinese New Year was on the 29th. And somebody had posted a meme on Facebook about what the year was going to entail based on Chinese astrology. And I thought it was really interesting because what it was talking about was very reflective of the characteristics of the upcoming cycle that we saw in the numerological vibration at the beginning of 2025. And so that's what I'm going to talk about. And I didn't, this was actually new information for me, and it was actually pretty interesting, the little bit that I learned. So I'm just going to read this. Sorry about the glasses, and they're probably funky, but anyway. But let's start with some Chinese New Year basics. The Chinese zodiac works with a 12-year cycle with a different animal representing each year. And since this is 2025 and the beginning of the Chinese New Year, because they're based on a lunar cycle, this is the year of the snake. So the snake is the sixth animal in the 12-year cycle of the Chinese zodiac. It comes after the dragon and before the horse. So the snake, by nature, according to their zodiac, is cautious, intuitive, an introverted observer who is cool, mysterious, yet insecure and sensitive. The snake represents calmness and introspection. But the Chinese calendar, surprisingly, and this is the part that I didn't know anything about, is actually much more complicated than our traditional astrological chart, so to speak. And so the full Chinese calendar is based on a 60-year cycle made up of 60 possible combinations of 5 elements: wood, fire, earth, metal, and water, and 12 animal signs. Now you're probably doing the math and going, that's not 60 years. But add to this, each element cycles back from being a yang year, which is feminine, to a yin year, which is more masculine. So yang wood follows yin wood. No, yang wood is followed by yin wood. So yang wood dragon is followed by yin wood snake. So this year is actually a yin wood snake year. And so each of these 60 combinations contain unique qualities and characteristics that can provide us with insights into a particular year, like obviously much more specific. So again, a snake is known for its intelligence, strategy, and charm, while the wood brings elements of flexibility and creativity to the picture. This combination encourages personal growth, deeper thinking, and thoughtful decision-making. This year will emphasize adaptability, long-term planning, and personal development. But this is where it got interesting, and this is where it resonated what we were talking about with the numerological value of 2025. The year of the wood snake is all about shedding bad energy. It's about shedding toxicity from in our personality and in our character traits. It's about letting go of ego, letting go of the past, letting go of anger, letting go of love lost, or any issue that's no longer aligning with your path. It's about thinking about your roots and connecting with parts of yourself that you might not have seen in a while. It's a vibration that supports inner work, whether it's releasing unrealistic expectations of loved ones or getting rid of old bad habits. So as we navigate the year of the wood snake, it's important to remain both open to its opportunities and challenges, but the wood snake is about homecoming, coming home to ourselves. Now, doesn't this sound like what I talked about with the 2025 numerological year that we've just moved into? And if you haven't listened to that, I did that show either the last week of December or the first week of January. I think it was the last week of December, right before the new year. And to listen to that show. And what I think is so interesting is that this whole concept is being reflected not only in Western astrology, but also in Eastern things. And so it makes me go, so does that mean it's a more powerful vibration that these two concepts, one on an annual cycle or on a 10-year cycle, is reflecting something that's on a 60-year cycle? And does that increase the potency of what we're going to go through? One of the things that it did mention that I wanted to come back to, it's important to remain open to both its opportunities and challenges. And I think that that's really important to touch on, because often we see challenges or obstacles or things that are just a pain in the butt as being just that, a pain in the butt. But sometimes those things that we have to face cause us to really grow on the inside. And so if there's stuff going on in your life that just seems challenging or difficult, or you just want to be done with it, remember that it's also helping you to move forward into this new vibration. One of the other things that I guess I deleted it in my editing is that they said that this energy was going to unwind in its own time. So it's not like, oh, it's the year of the wood snake and it's all going to change today. We have this whole year for this process to move out and become incorporated into our lives. So I thought that was really cool, and I just wanted to share it with you because I thought it was really cool. Anyway, that's all I got. And no more technical difficulties, because there's not like 500 messages up there screaming. So I'm going to start on the saying hi to people. If you're new here and you would like to get a reading, please just type in capital letters, I would like a reading, and give me a number from 1 to 3, because that's how many times I'll shuffle the cards, 1 through 3 times on your behalf. And if there's a message that you would like to communicate to me, please also put that in capital letters. But before I move on, I do want to remind you that Thursday Night Live is brought to you by the Institute of Applied Energetics. That's appliedenergeticsinstitute.com, where you can learn to become a medical intuitive counselor, or a certified energy medicine practitioner from the comfort of your own home. And if there's issues going on in your life, please reach out to me. My webpage is soulhealer.com. That's soulhealer.com. And we can talk about things and kind of, whether it's your health, your relationships, work, you are having problems dealing with what's going on inside. I do a lot of work with people that are recovering from trauma or have issues with like emotional regulation. I work with anybody. I just don't talk to dead people. That's fine. And then one last ask, if you could go to my different social media links. It's Just Energy Radio on YouTube. Facebook, it's Dr. Rita Louise Live. Rumble, it's Psychic Doc. On BitChute, it is Dr. Rita Louise. And on Twitter, it is also Dr. Rita Louise. And like and subscribe, or send me a friend request, or whatever those things are, because it would just really help me grow this channel. And I do want to say something is that, so one of our chat room people, Unar, who I know I'm not saying it right, but I don't care. Unar, we're now friends on Twitter. And I get this, like something Unar, whatever, is following you. And so I accepted the request. And then I sent a message and I'm like, Unar, is that you? And I was like praying, please be my Unar and not some other person that I'm like sending weird messages to. But we're friends now. So see, I can be your friend on Twitter. Anyway,